What's up? Welcome to Rad Potential. Today we are working on the 2002 again. In the last one we got it fired up, got it to run with the gas, and now we need to dial in the idle. We're gonna test fit our wheels from the E21, the BBS wheels. They got a little bit better tires on them, which is good because we're hoping to get it idling and running good to take it to the BMW and get a plate for it tomorrow. One other thing we got to do in order to achieve that is get our new coolant hose mocked up here from the shorter fuel pump and fill it up with coolant and bring it up to operating temperature. We actually haven't gotten it up to idle at operating temperature yet. So that's what we're doing today. And then end goal is first street drive and go get it plated so we can actually legally street drive it after that. So I just covered all those things. We're gonna do. First thing on the list is replace this coolant hose. And I covered it earlier, but we replaced the fuel pump here. And this is not an OEM BMW one. It's a Peterberg or something. I got it off FCP. It was like half the price of OEM, whatever. It works great for the fuel pump. Downside is this distance from the flange that mounts to the head or the whatever over here, the spacer, to this top of the fuel pump is much shorter than the stock one, which like stands out to here. So there's a coolant hose under here that barely fits. The old hose is here, and couldn't get that back on. It's all split and crappy. So we've got another hose here that works. We're got that one, we got it to fit, so we're gonna get that under there with new clamps. And then this is just for the meantime. We're still on all of our old hoses. We've got a whole new hose set coming, and a new water pump, a new thermostat. We're basically refreshing this whole thing because we want it to be dialed. We're keeping this car for the long haul. So might as well refresh everything right now and get it properly sorted. So Carly's getting at it.
All right.
Oh, you can probably get it from over here.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I got
the long one? Down through the carburetor there. And then once we got it full of coolant, we'll bring it up to operating temperature and start messing with the idle. So old radiator hoses suck, and that's why we're replacing all these. So this one was in here. Carly got the clamp all loose, so I just put my hand on it and went to tear town and cracked my fingernail in half and smashed up my knuckles on here. So that felt great.
Glad it was you, not me.
Felt really good. My hand hurts really bad right now. Anyway, we're gonna take this and cut the same length hose out of that and swap these clamps over. Maybe get rid of that one. Although this is only temporary, like I just said. We got new clamps and new hoses coming, I don't know, probably this weekend. So after thinking for a minute, I think what I'm gonna do, or what we're gonna do, is worry about the coolant first, get it filled up and topped off and bled, and make sure it's not gonna overheat while keeping it running with the pedal. And then after we get it warmed up and the coolant bled, then we'll mess with the idle screws once the car's warm, and then we'll mess with cold start like the next time it cycles, because you're, I think, not supposed to really tune it. You're supposed to tune the idle when it's warm and then mess with idle speed and cold start choke stuff after that. Sound good?
Sounds good.
So let's fire up. I think we got the battery connected. It should pull some cool water down once you start it. So just keep it running with your foot.
Huh?
Keep it running with your foot.
Ready?
Yeah. So we're having some trouble getting it started today. Don't know why. I messed with the idle screws, like I said, a bit the other day. So I backed them out a little bit. It backfired a couple times. I just backed them out once, two more, like half turns. Now we're gonna see if it sounds any better and try to keep it running until it warms up.
Why'd you do that?
I was just trying to hold it steady and then
Then it died.
at a time, it just kind of...
If you're not like revving it, just holding it steady, it just dies. It's gonna make it hard to get it up to temperature. Stinky. It's idling.
It's like barely holding us.
Temp gauge moving at all yet? It feels like it's so close to dying.
I don't like it. It still had oil pressure, but I don't like it going so low. I don't want it to idle too low that it doesn't have oil pressure. It's just like the charge light keeps coming on.
Ugh.
So after some Googling and looking at the Weber base settings manual, whatever, we reset these, so it's probably going to be a little lean or rich again, to one full turnout on either side of the idle screws. And then I was misunderstanding. This is the idle speed here that I was messing with before, so I turned it up a little bit since we were idling at like, what did we get? It was idling at like 400 or 500. And then the actual choke, well, the automatic choke's over here, and the choke screw's up here, and I thought that this was the choke screw. So again, we're learning here, and we're figuring out as we go. So try to fire it up, and we'll see how it sounds. See if it'll idle. Yeah. So let me turn it up a little bit. You can leave it, yeah. What's it idling at? All right, it's too hard. Turn it off. The screwdriver is going like this. All right, there's half a turn. Try it again. Now what's idling at? This is really hard to do while it's running. Yeah, turn it off. I'll go another full turn. If I can fit this screwdriver in there. All right, give it a whirl. So it's almost wanting to idle now. It's still doing this thing where if you let it sit there, or it is idling now. Yeah. It idles for a little while, and then after like 5 to 8 seconds, it wants to die. So if you know what that is and what we need to do, tell me. But the temp gauge is moving. So we're getting some heat in it. It's finally pulling down some coolant. So we're gonna let it hopefully get up to operating temperature here, and then I don't know if we got time tonight to drive it around the block or not. All right, cold start for the morning. We're not gonna have time to make it to the BMW, so we'll do that another day. We're gonna try to drive it around the block.
I'm quite nervous.
Wait.
I think that battery's too dead.
I'm gonna do a couple pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we'll see if it starts.
Dead.
So there's our starting routine.
I'm very nervous.
I got no mirrors. First drive.
Wait. Ooh, he's taking his Jeep out.
There, it's idling. It's idling real low. I should turn that up a little bit.
It is idling really low.
Look at that.
It's idling. And it's been more than 5 seconds. I think he wants to talk to us. some old creaking, I think. Is it just because it hasn't like driven?
I think it's like carb tuning. Look at this.
Is Sean home? No. Oh. Look, we're moving. Houses are passing us by.
It's stumbling on it.
Just like some tuning issues. That doesn't sound good. It's shaking a little bit. Just go, you know, just a little around the block.
That's all we're doing. It is idling perfect though.
It is idling great. Just go that way. That block's like less traveled, I think. Oh, oh, oh. It like will run smoothly and then it...
I need to adjust the throttle linkage. Like full gas isn't that much gas.
Sure. Oh, we're doing 2 blocks.
That's third gear.
Oh, wait, don't go out to the main road.
Alright, we'll come around here. I think we should flush trans fluid.
Yeah.
It's kind of gross shifting.
Which we haven't done that yet, so
Yeah.
probably does need it. I don't like that rattling noise. I don't know if that's the exhaust
We're
or...
bumping on some super dry rotted hard tires. And the exhaust is hitting the fender in the back. Look at this.
Oh shit. Maybe don't get too crazy.
I'm pretty stoked. Do you want to try to drive it?
No, I do not.
Which one was... That's the turn signal. No, this was the turn signal.
No, that's the wipers.
No,
No, that's the wipers and the turn signal. We're not really sure what that does, right?
Look at that. It's idling almost perfect now.
Uh-oh, Kona's boyfriend's down there. There we go. It's running a little bit better.
Yeah, the throttle definitely needs adjusting because it's like almost to the floor.
Yeah. And it like doesn't engage until like halfway to the floor, I feel like. Or at least when I was trying to keep it alive.
Last foot to the floor, and it's like not that
Not much beans.
Well, you can tell there should be more in it. Also, the brakes are firm. They're very rusted
Are you
over.
going straight or are you turning?
Yeah, I'll drive around the block then.
Alright, let's do it.
Where you still... Let's see if we can just drive around the block till it gets up to temperature.
Okay.
Look at that.
And it's idling
a little bit
good?
happier now.
Or
Well,
spoke too soon.
no, it's doing better.
And was it idling fine at that stop sign?
Yeah. I keep hitting the wrong side for the turn signal.
Yeah, it's on the opposite side. I feel like it almost keeps dying when you go out, like start engaging in first.
Kind of. I think that is the exhaust.
Yeah, that rattling there was definitely the exhaust. There was some squeaking happening up here
front
too.
Suspension.
Yeah, you hear that?
Oh, I mean, you need a little high pitch.
Yeah. Like rattling, high pitched noise.
Yeah.
Watch. Driving a little crazy, don't you think?
Hey, the horn's working.
Oh my god, the horn works.
Why didn't it work earlier?
Don't honk at Michael and Jackie.
I wanted to.
They might be in there.
There's Aria.
Where? Oh, outside. Well, you can't just sit here, Beans.
Their door's open.
Well, that doesn't mean that they're in their front room. There's Michael. Right there. What are you thinking? It idled. We just took some pictures and it idled by itself for a good couple minutes.
Yeah. It's almost at mid-level in the
Temp gauge?
the temp gauge. You can kind of see it over here. I don't know if that's where it's happy or if that's operating temp or if we're just not quite there yet.
So, wait. It idles now. That's why I was nervous to drive it.
Yeah.
That's because it wasn't
I
idling.
actually need to turn the idle down a little bit.
Oh, is that like...
As it's gotten warmer,
15,
it's idled
17?
a little harder. Or a little higher.
It was at like under 1,000.
Yeah, when it first started, and then it was idling around 1,200 or 1,000, which is
head
fine.
back home.
Why do you want to go home?
Because I'm smelling some smells. Which I guess it could be just getting up to operating temperature. Hasn't ran in 15 years.
There's like some leaves and stuff sitting in the engine bay. We might be burning off.
All right, let me drive it the rest of the way home.
Yeah?
Yeah. Nobody behind us.
Carly's first drive.
A little nervous.
The temp gauge is still fine. I would say drive around the block.
I gotta figure out where this clutch engages. How do the brakes work? Should I not brake last minute?
They work. They're just a little rusted over.
This gas is weird.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, we have no mirrors. I don't like that.
Alright, throw it in a second. Get it up there and throw it in a second. Look at that. We're moving. Speedometer
It is not moving.
Not working.
It is saying we are not moving.
That's okay.
Have you gone into third yet?
I did. I didn't go into fourth.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get up to speed for fourth.
Sick.
Super cool. The brakes are really weird.
Yeah.
There's like no engagement.
I think that's just because they're like the rotors are mega rusted over.
Shizer.
I'm just gonna pull it.
Can you see me?
You're good. Go for it.
I'm not trying to crash my car when it's finally running.
Go back down our street. Let me. A little high. It's idling at 2,000 now or something, but so it's a little loud. But it's purring happy. It's not leaking anything, and it's holding temperature, which is awesome. Check it out, right in the middle. So Carly's gonna go drive it up and on the block, get some outside shots.
Where should I turn around at?
Just turn around at the intersection there and come back.
Oh, this is putting me under so much stress.
You're fine. There's nobody around. Watch your arm.
I can't. Okay.
No, you're good. Heck yeah. What's coming down the street? Heck yeah. First drive success.
Oh, cars are on. Oh, there it goes again.
So you see what I did?
Yeah. You just like drop the clutch.
Yeah. Are you filming? So
Yeah.
yesterday we learned about that, what dieseling is, when you turn the key in to try to shut off and it doesn't shut off. Apparently it's a common thing with these
Carburetors.
whatever, the top draft 2-barrel carburetors, the Webers. So I unplugged the choke and it's better. Anyway, mad success.
Mad success.
Mad success. That was a very good, successful first drive. And why didn't you pull it back there?
I didn't know if you were gonna drive it more. So.
Let me just pull it back there.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna drive it more, but let's see now. Let's see the warm startup.
Beautiful. What's it revving at? Like what's the RPMs at?
2,000. I need that.
Pretty high.
I'm getting right in the middle. Maybe I'll let it idle for a bit and see if it gets hotter. Well, we're back in the driveway. I got the idle turned down a little bit, but it looks like our temp gauge is climbing. So we're gonna shut her down. But I got the idle, look at that. Idle, little
maybe 1200. I think that's good for now. But I think we might be getting hot, so there's our there's our little bit of dieseling action again. So there's still some sorting out to do. And whatever this noise is, that sounds like a hissing coolant hose. I think we need to bleed the coolant system better. I just topped it off once, put the cap on. So we'll sort that out. But I would call that a very successful first drive around the neighborhood. We're super excited. This is awesome. We are pumped. Wish our neighbor was still down the street so we could show him, the guy we got it from. But he doesn't seem to be around anymore. Anyway, super excited. Thanks for following along with our first drive. And in the next one, we're gonna tackle some more stuff to refresh it and get it more roadworthy. We'll get new tires on the E21 wheels. We'll get, we got a new gas filler neck, coolant hoses, spark plug wires, distributor wire. The whole refresh is coming, so stay tuned for that. And anyway, hope you're excited as we are, because this is super cool. Anyway, thanks for following along. Keep it rad. Yeah, man. First time, or we just got it running. Now it's first time. This is the first drive in like 15 years, I think, for this car.
I couldn't be more tickled for you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks.
We're pretty excited.
We're super excited.
I'm gonna go rinse her off because she's been stuck in the garage all week.
Yeah.
Nice. Enjoy.
We'll talk to you later.